I was never afraid of failure, for I'd sooner fail than not to be among the greatest. This single quote by John Keats inspires a certain zest in me, a zest to rather try and fail than not try at all. He hints at how one can attain greatness by not fearing the outcome, but learning from it, gradually achieving greatness. In today's session, I shall explore the poem On the Grasshopper and Cricket by John Keats and summarize it. This poem as a fine sonnet written by John Keats in December 1816. Inspired by nature and its beauty, the poet here celebrates the poetry of the earth. Having claimed that the poetry of the earth is never dead, he goes on to prove how the poetry of the earth never ceases. Of all the lofty creatures that Keats could choose from, he introduces two little creatures, the grasshopper and the cricket, both of whom represent the vitality, the energetic and joyous mood of nature, be it in the scorching heat of summer or during the cold and bleak winter. The sonnet portrays how the grasshopper and the cricket relay the earth's song endlessly. The sonnet opens with the poet asserting that the poetry of earth, or the voice of nature, is always alive. Even when all the singing birds are tired in the hot summer and seek shelter under shady branches of trees, nature's song, like a baton, is still carried on. A voice which runs from thick bushes and around the freshly cut meadows is that of the grasshopper. As someone who is never done with his delights, his pleasures continue until he is tired out with fun. That is when he rests under the pleasant weeds. The poet repeats the main theme of the sonnet, that the voice of earth never comes to an end. On a lonely winter evening, when the frost has silenced everyone and everything, one can still hear the song of the cricket coming from the stove. The chilly atmosphere outside has guided the cricket indoors, seeking warmth, and the cricket continues with his song. Rather, his music gets louder with time. To a person who is feeling sleepy, the cricket's song is mistaken for the grasshopper's voice, coming from some grassy hills nearby. The poet means that people like to feel the warmth of summer, even in the bleak winter, by mistaking the cricket's song for the grasshopper's. In summary of the poem, the grasshopper and cricket carry on with nature's persistent music. No matter what the season or how the atmosphere remains. Though little, they take on a big responsibility. That is why the poet has personified them by capitalizing their names and using personal pronouns like he and his. The poem is symbolic, where the grasshopper and the cricket both symbolize the moods of nature. This sonnet has been a fine example of a romantic poem.